we're going to attack Group 1 on the basis that they're close to us and they present the greatest threat. Okay? So just hold on. Alright, jump, jump, jump. Now, my Kronos is a railgun boat. It's like all turreted ships. A huge factor affecting my damage is going to be the transversal velocity of the enemy. That makes sense for us to sit at this place, our spawn in, and wait for the enemies to come to us. Guys, it's weapon sweeping that is currently approaching us. If you're in crew size, target ship or smaller, I want you to be orbiting me. So this is where range comes also into play. Where I hope you guys can see this in the stream. They're all lining up, right? Group 1 and Group 2, they formed one giant conga line approaching us, and they're just lining up perfect. Their transversal velocities are in, very, very small, hundredths of radians per second, hundredths. So very, very effective for guns. So transversal. There was a question about transversal velocity. Is it always the same for you and your enemy? And the answer to that is yes. It's just what's different is how the enemy's guns are affected by that. Obviously, NPCs in EVE aren't restricted by the same restrictions our Capsuleer ships are. What I mean by that is, sometimes they fit the equivalent of a dozen guns as opposed to the 8 that our Capsuleer ships are allowed. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Transversal is the same, how they affect the enemy is different. Alright, hold fire. These guys don't have aggro on us yet. Alright, Desi, come back, orbit me if you're not already. They are at a significant distance away, so I don't believe they'll be able to do any damage to you. Guys, weapons free. Yes, everyone is split. It gets the same rewards at the end of a mission. If you're sharing it in the fleet.
I like it. They're so far out of range, I can't even lock them. They're dying.
Alright, your Hobbs are shooting me, Desi. Everyone burn towards the drone battleship. Desi, I'm giving you ET. Okay, so I'm shooting spike ammunition, Tech 2 ammunition now for a lot lower DPS, but it's this is a great instance of where it shows that Tech 2 ammunition is worth the money. Because if I were reduced to iridium or just standard antimatter, I would have to burn a lot closer before my DPS was effective. Yes, yellow boxing means you're targeted. And Atom, that's a very good point. I'll cover that when we debrief this after. Okay, so we are done with all the obvious targets. This mission requires us to destroy the drone bunkers as well. I'll be marking them in an overview after I find them. Oh, my overview is cluttered. Can anyone see them? The drone bunkers.
One at 68 km, one at 30 km from Liscar, give or take. There goes the other.
Perfect, so I think we've completed our mission. Drones in, drones in.
Confirmed mission thing says complete.
Perfect. Yan, you can go out and complete this mission.
Yes. Do you want me to start a new one? I'm going to have to break shortly, but I will stay logged on.
Sure, that would be great if you could do that. Thank you. In the meantime, I'm going to pull the fleet to a safe spot, and we're going to debrief what we just did. Actually, here's a good spot. So, we've just completed our mission. What's on the field? We have a lot of wrecks from drone. You used to be able to get minerals from and what else did you get from? That's about it from drone wrecks, and you can sell those and refine those for pretty good money. Salvaging. I didn't salvage any missions until I got to level 3 or level 4 missions, because you were making more ISK per hour simply by running mission after mission, by blitzing missions, as opposed to salvaging level 1 or level 2 mission. At level 3 and level 4, it really got profitable to salvage a mission. And, before, you guys, all the newer players don't know of this, but we used to use destroyers with their 8 high slots for, 4 tractor beams and 4 salvagers. And those were our salvaging ships. We would have a dedicated salvaging destroyer for every mission area we would have. We'd go around after the mission and, take in all the wrecks, salvage them for, all their components, and then make a few more million ISK for that. Nowadays there's a 50 mil Noctis ship that's pretty popular nowadays for that. Beyond that, there's not much more we can take. We can just reflect upon some of the lessons we talked about earlier. How we want range in our weapons. Okay, we can see that the range of my railguns and the range of everyone else's weapons were very effective in maintaining and controlling this contact. Okay, this conflict. We had targets at range approaching us. Okay. And our ranged weapons were very effective against their closer range weapons, but because they were burning towards us, they had very, very low transversal velocity, so our weapons hit for close to their full damage. Okay, and this is how ranged weapons will be effective. The farthest target group was about 80 to 90 kilometers away. Okay, at 80 to 90 kilometers away, it would take a pretty long time for a blaster fit Chronos to burn out there to be able to be effective. In that sense, there was absolutely no way that a blaster fit, a high DPS close range fit, would be more effective in this mission than our current fits now, our ranged PvE fits. Solari's bring up a very good point for you missile lovers, missile boats, your Drakes and your Raven guys. To calculate the range, you do velocity multiplied by your flight time. And then I'm going to add this, you multiply by a factor of 0.95, so 95% of its full effectiveness. It's a little bit of a glitch where... Break. Yanni, what's up?
Problem. It didn't ask me whether or not I wanted the fleet to get this. In my alt, I had said, no, I don't want that to be asked anymore. But apparently that setting for my alt got carried over here, and I just got the whole schmear.
Well, that's fine. Everyone in fleet, I'll be giving you 3 million ISK as compensation for this mission. I think that sounds fair.
Okay, the total mission is 1.97 mil ISK and 4,500 LPs.
Yeah, so about 3 million sounds, by my math, roughly right. Anyone disagree? Guess not. Okay, so we're gonna be all flying back to Aldrat together. There are still war targets in around this area, so we're gonna be flying together. Everyone aligned to Aldrat. And, I know you guys didn't expect me, but I know this was just a little bit of thank you for being patient with me. Real life called me away, and that's unacceptable, and I apologize for that. I like spending time with you guys. I like missioning with new people. I like teaching. So, you're making my day, and I'm just giving a little bit back to you guys. So what's going to happen now is, Yanni, did you pull another mission?
No, I have not yet. I did just give you some money.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll send it back to you in just a sec. So once you do, let me know. And we're going to be flying the fleet back to Aldrat, at which time I will be swapping out everybody except who is streaming? Celery, was that you? Would anyone protest if I held Celery on for the second fleet just so the stream can continue? Oh, perfect. We have another streamer.